Weight loss. Health fiend or not, this is something that we're all too familiar with. Whether that's because of social media posts you stumble upon online, your friend who wants you to lose 3 pounds, we're looking at you, Regina George, or maybe it's something that you personally aspire to do. A lot of research and trial and error has been done in the pursuit of finding a weight loss method that is both safe and effective. What's not to like, right? So today, we'll be taking a peek into one of the plethora of methods in weight management, the calories in, calories out diet, also known as CiCo. Spoiler alert, the concept behind this diet isn't new, even if you only just heard about it now. In this video, we're going to be talking about what it is, how it works, and if it's something that's worth giving a shot if you're someone who is aiming to manage their weight, because really, does this method work at all? Interested? Keep on watching. In a nutshell, the calories in, calories out diet revolves around the idea of subjecting your body to a caloric deficit or eating fewer calories than you burn. This diet suggests that doing so will ultimately lead to weight loss. It also claims that weight loss is mainly reliant on how many calories you consume in a day, not on the quality of food that you eat, the physical activity that you get, or what type of macronutrients you choose from. Long story short, this diet's all about calorie counting. The CiCo diet is kind of a less restricted version of different types of diets that are popular nowadays like intermittent fasting, keto, and paleo. The common denominator is that they all have a reduced calorie consumption. Sounds simple and logical, right? We wouldn't say so, but let's get into that later. Right now, let's first bring our attention to how being in a caloric deficit works and what's the science behind it. First up, let's talk about calories. We're sure you've probably heard that a bazillion times, but do you know what exactly are they? Simply put, calories are a measurement, kind of like other units of measurement such as an inch, feet, or tablespoon. Calories are the energy you get from your food when your body breaks it down, digests it, and absorbs it. If a food contains a lot of calories, this means that it can give you much more energy. But here's the thing, not all calories are the same. And for the sake of this video, let's say we have good calories and bad calories. Good calories typically come from whole foods, whereas bad calories come from highly processed foods. The former makes you feel satiated or fuller for longer. Take for example a croissant and boiled potatoes, both with an equal calorie amount. It has been shown that the latter is 7 times more filling compared to the other. In a study conducted last 2019, a group of researchers subjected 20 participants to a whole food diet and a diet that mainly consisted of processed foods. Although the food choices between the two groups were different, the calorie content as well as the sugar, fat, protein, carbohydrates, and fiber content for both groups were the same. The participants were permitted to eat however many or little as they wanted. After 2 weeks, the researchers found that while the participants were on the processed food diet, they had a tendency to eat more calories, around 500 more per day than usual. These participants gained an average of about 2 pounds during this trial as a result. As for the other group, the opposite happened to the participants once they started on the whole food diet. They lost about an average of 2 pounds. This goes to show that the quality and where you get your calories from play a vital role in managing your weight. Have you ever tried eating an apple and eating a bag of potato chips? Try comparing how you felt after eating those two snacks. Eating an apple probably made you feel genuinely satiated and energized, whereas eating a bag of chips probably didn't make you feel completely full. It may have even made you feel like you wanted to eat more. Now that we know what calories are, let's talk about the mechanism of how CiCo Diet works. Essentially, this diet pans out differently from individual to individual. Each person has a different requirement of calories that their body needs in order to function. Different factors such as one's lifestyle, physical activities, gender, and age play a role in their calorie requirements. These caloric requirements that your body needs in order to function properly is referred to as the basal metabolic rate, otherwise known as BMR. If you want to find out what your BMR is, you could get an estimate via online calculators, but if you want a more accurate result, you could opt to visit your doctor. And once you figured out what your BMR is, this is where CiCo comes into play. Let's say for instance that your BMR is 2500 calories. If you want to follow the CiCo diet and lose weight, you have to eat less than 2500 calories a day, about 300 to 500 calories less. Now, remember how we said that this diet isn't as simple as it seems? Let's dive deeper into that right now. With the CiCo diet, you have no restrictions whatsoever, thus you're free to eat whatever you want just as long as you eat under less than your calorie requirement. If you're someone who loves to eat pizza, donuts, and soda every single day, this sounds like an absolute dream. And we get it, you get to lose weight without having to sacrifice your love for your favorite food. Could it get any better than that? Well, yes, you may still lose weight that way, but weight loss and health are so much more than that. It's so much more than counting your calories and eating below your caloric threshold. If you want to shed extra pounds and make it stay that way for a long time, as well as maintain your overall health and well-being, you have to take into consideration other factors that play a key role in weight loss, such as your lifestyle choices, physical activity, genetics, your overall health, and of course, the quality of the foods you eat. Ultimately, being on a caloric deficit while having a diet rich in processed foods is counterintuitive. According to the National Institute of Health, ghrelin levels increase in individuals who consume highly processed meals as opposed to nutritious ones. Ghrelin is also known as the hunger hormone because it sends your brain a signal if your stomach is empty and you need to eat. Moreover, a diet rich in heavily processed foods could cause your insulin or blood glucose levels to spike, thus allowing your body to store more fat. Additionally, focusing only on being in a caloric deficit without putting into consideration other important aspects of health can have major disadvantages. Let's again take for example eating unhealthy food 80% of the time while being on a caloric deficit. You will lose weight, but you'll put yourself at extremely high risk for developing diseases such as type 2 diabetes, heart failure, renal diseases, and so much more. This is because your body is not getting all these vitamins, minerals, proteins, and fibers that you can get from eating wholesome foods. Thus, it's still of utmost importance to choose foods that are nutritious and chock full of these nutrients that your body needs for it to function optimally. Aside from developing diseases, another downside to this type of diet is that you're more prone to developing an eating disorder or an unhealthy relationship with foods. Constantly and meticulously tracking how many calories you've had in a day will preoccupy you too much about every single little thing you decide to consume. So how do you approach the CiCo diet in a safe and healthy manner? The answer is to put your health first. The CiCo diet and the idea behind it are very simplistic, but the way our bodies work, health, and weight loss are extremely complex and are influenced by different factors, not just by reducing the number of calories you eat. We know this is a lot easier said than done, so here are 2 tips you could focus on if you're someone who wishes to achieve a healthy weight with CiCo. Number 1, instead of counting calories, focus on eating nutrient-rich foods. You don't have to restrict yourself to egg whites and a cup of yogurt. Focus on eating healthy and yummy foods like fruits, vegetables, lean meats, legumes, whole grains, fibers, fish, and the like, and you'll be good to go. Think Mediterranean diet. Their diet is mainly based on eating whole foods, so you'll surely have positive results not only in terms of your physique, but also in your overall health. And number 2, move your body. Being active increases your daily energy expenditure, thus supporting your calorie deficit, as it also increases your endorphins or happy hormones. Need we say more? So technically speaking, the CiCo diet works for weight loss because you'll be in a caloric deficit. But if we were to look at it from a holistic point of view, the CiCo diet is not the best option for you in the long run. Sure, it may work short term, but if you want to successfully achieve your target weight and maintain a healthy body, then you should think about other factors that play key roles in being healthy, especially your mindset. If there's one thing you take away from this video, let it be the thought that there is so much more to weight loss and health than just calories. It's about fueling your body with nutritious, healthy foods and doing physical activities that you genuinely enjoy doing that keeps your body moving. We hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, feel free to give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet, and tap the little bell icon for you to get notified when we post another video. Until next time.